We all know that Uganda has one of the youngest and dynamic populations in East Africa. So you have the biggest labor force being between the age of 24 to maybe 35 or 36, and then of course going upwards. The skill set of most graduates in this country is a bit lacking. It's been proved, of course, when you get to workplaces and you have maybe graduate trainee mentorship programs, you enroll them on, or you recruit fresh graduates. Once they get on board, then now the academic stops at the doorstep. Now we need skills that will sustain them, support them in getting the best out of them in workplaces. And it's been proved that the skill set is quite lacking. Skill set here, we're talking about soft skills. Skills like communication skills, we're talking about time management, we're talking about general attitude towards work, we're talking about relating at work, we are talking about respecting authority, not being subordinative to authority. So some of these skills schools don't teach them, but when the employees or graduate interns enter organizations, you find HR is geared at supporting these young graduates to grow in this or be nurtured in these specific skills. It's an area that most of us, especially HR consultants, that we are trying to tap into, which is more of graduate mentorship programs that support these people to these young employees or people who are not, they might not necessarily be young, but they are unskilled or they are semi-skilled. We call them semi-skilled and unskilled workers. Now these are workers like masons, carpenters, painters, or they have the skill, but that skill is not necessarily looked at as graduates, yet they actually go through technical institutions. So most of them have a bit of a complex because they feel, okay, I'm just a carpenter, I'm just a painter, I'm just a mason, I don't necessarily possess the skills. So we have skilling programs that support them in getting the best out of them, to appreciate that, it's not being a carpenter, there's nothing wrong with being a carpenter. There's nothing absolutely wrong with being a welder. These are skills that are hands-on, but they will also require a bit of soft skills to be recognized. So when you get to a site, for instance, you're working, you're on a site, there's painters, there's welders, and there are masons. How do the two get to feed? Because we know that whatever you do feeds into the next step of the project. So yes, we have a couple of trainings that support the semi-skilled and unskilled labor force.